Could the New England Patriots take advantage of the latest NFL news revolving the Miami Dolphins with them cleaning house entirely, cutting a whole bunch of players? And could the Patriots be interested in these players? Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And if you saw yesterday, well, the Dolphins made a ton of moves. Some surprising news and some news that we were kind of expecting. Let's start with the surprising one. And it comes from Jordan Schultz, in case you guys missed it, that the Dolphins and two-time Pro Bowler Bradley Chubb are parting ways. They said they're cutting him, and they're making the 29-year-old a free agent. And then the 2 full seasons, and we'll talk about what happened in that 2024 season with his knee injury and just how good he was in the last 2 seasons. Chubb had 20 sacks, 8 forced fumbles, 117 tackles. I think that, with the edge rushers that are in the NFL and how the Patriots need to improve on that, they could be involved in possibly going after Chubb. And then the one that kind of everybody was expecting, because it was talked about earlier this season, back all the way in November, the Dolphins finally released the cheetah, Tyreek Hill, and he will be a free agent as well as he recovers from that catastrophic knee injury that we saw him suffer on Monday Night Football a couple months ago. The Dolphins, they cleaned house. They said, all right, well, we're getting rid of everybody. We want to clean up as much cap space as possible. We have a new head coach. We have a new general manager. And before we know it, they're probably going to get rid of Tua as well. But with those 2 guys that they cut in Chubb or Hill, I saw a lot of people talking on Twitter, more so Bradley Chubb than Tyreek Hill. And we'll talk about Tyreek Hill on the back half of the show. But should the Patriots target Bradley Chubb or possibly bring in the cheetah? We know that the Patriots like to bring in aging wide receivers. We saw them bring it in with Stephon Diggs. So could Tyreek Hill be a target? Well, we'll wait and find out. But we are 20 days away from NFL free agency, people. 20 days away. You know how quick that is? It feels like yesterday was the Super Bowl, which I'm not going to talk about that much because I'm still pretty pissed off and depressed about it. But the season never stops, guys. 20 days, and we got you covered. We are going to be going live here on the channel. So if you don't want to miss out, go and hit that sub button right now. Let's talk about Bradley Chubb. And in 2025, after coming off of that knee injury, he was actually very, very solid. And you know, he's only 29 years old. He is not above the age of 30 yet. And 47 tackles, 8.5 sacks. I can't complain about that one bit. And I still think even more longer, a year after that injury, he's going to get better and better before, obviously, as an edge rusher, you start to fall off. But if you look at this last 4 seasons, when he is healthy, obviously he suffered that knee injury in 2023, missed the entire season in 24, but comes back, plays every single game in 25. And you could see, even after the knee injury, still 8.5 sacks, still 47 tackles, 8 tackles for loss. He was getting up there and having that performance that he had in 2023. It was just the Dolphins did not want to pay him that much money. And when it comes to the Pats, they have to improve at the edge position. What was the number one thing that the Patriots struggled with once you got to the playoffs? It was getting pressure to the quarterback. And I'll read the stat off, which I've said in multiple videos nonstop, that they only had 6 pressures from edge rushers. That means Landry, Chaisson, Ponder, Jennings. Out of 4 players, they had 6 total. And with the Seahawks, their edge rushers had 15 total. That is the worst part about the Patriots defense. If you look at their whole entire team, it is the edge rushers. And you can see it on the stat sheet too, because you have Milton Williams here at 3.5 sacks, being one of your sack leaders, as he is not even an edge rusher. Harold Landry, I think that he's going to have knee surgery. He talked about it on social media, said he had to get that knee right. But Chaisson is also a free agent. So, do the Patriots want to re-sign him? Is he going to be as good of a player as Bradley Chubb if you want to go in free agency? And then as a total, I mean, the Patriots, they improved from 2024, which I thought was a terrible edge room in 24. They improved, but not that much. You're still bottom half of the NFL. You're still bottom 8. Do the math. 35 sacks, it's got to be better. If the Patriots' number one thing this offseason, their number one priority, and we'll talk about the perfect offseason in a little bit, in a couple days, probably when we go live. But I think the number one priority is going to be an edge rusher. And Patriots Sports Illustrated, they agree with it. Here's what they had to say about Bradley Chubb. The Patriots have their share of areas and needs of improvement. Though many within Pats Nation are clamoring for an upgrade to their offensive line, which I am one of them, New England may be best served by adding some strength and speed to their defensive pass rush. The unit ranked 19th in the league in pass rush win rate during the regular season and struggled to put pressure on Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold in Super Bowl 60. Oh, what did I just say? 6 pressures when it comes to your edge rusher room. And while K'Lavon Chaisson is heading for free agency and Harold Landry's injury history, which he suffered another injury, New England could look to bolster their pass rush via the 2026 NFL Draft or by adding an external free agent such as Chubb. My question is, how much money is Chubb going to get? He was on that big, gigantic contract with the Dolphins, and they saved about $10 million cutting him. So are the Patriots willing to give a guy like Chubb probably 2 years, $13 million, 3 years, $20 million, not $25 million, because it's going to be probably $9 million, but he might want to get 13, 14 million. Are the Patriots willing to do that? Well, if you look at their cap space, and this varies from Over the Cap, Spotrac, and PFF, but let's go with the PFF one because I trust Pro Football Focus. $42.7 million. If you sign him to a $13 million contract, you still have that money. You have plenty of money to go out and sign somebody. And I think if you wanted to bring Bradley Chubb over from Miami because you've seen the film on him, you have had to play him multiple times a season for the last couple of years. You know how good he is. You know how much he could help this team. I think he's got a lot left in the tank, and I think him being less than the age of 30, coming now 2 years off that knee injury, I think he still has some left in the tank. And when he's fully healthy, this would bolster this edge rusher room. But if you sign him, then obviously you're not bringing back K'Lavon Chaisson, and I still would go out and get an edge rusher in the NFL draft. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to see how much money he wants, but I think he could be a big impact for the New England Patriots. Would you sign Bradley Chubb? You let me know down in the comments section. Type your S for signs or type your P for passes. You get $10 million. Sign the pen to paper right now. But we still got 20 days until free agency. We also have less than a month away until St. Patrick's Day. So if you want to get your gear right now, if you want to support the team, support St. Patrick's Day. I know it's a big holiday up in New England, and probably going to be having a couple drinks if you're as of age, so get yours today. You can rep the Patriots while also having some green on St. Patrick's Day. Chatsports.com/PatsGreen. It's a $29.99 t-shirt, ladies and gentlemen. Get it while supplies last. It's a limited edition, so help support the show, help support the Patriots. Get yours today. Chatsports.com/PatsGreen. We'll have that in the comments and description of today's video. Once again, chatsports.com/PatsGreen. Now let's go to the other one. And I'm going to be very, very quick on this compared to Bradley Chubb because Tyreek Hill, yeah, you're one of the greatest wide receivers that I have ever seen, but you're old. You're up there in age, and you're coming off of a massive knee injury, and I don't know if I'm willing to do that. But to RG3, he says, absolutely. The New England Patriots need to sign Tyreek Hill. May was the best deep thrower in football this year, which I agree with. He was the best deep ball thrower. If Tyreek Hill gets back to 90% of what he was, the Patriots get a massive mismatch on the chess piece on their board. And I just have one word. No. Absolutely not. Do not sign Tyreek Hill. I will not be up for that. We already have one aging wide receiver coming off a major knee injury, and it was good. You got 1,000 yards out of Stephon Diggs. But with the off the field stuff that we have to deal with, you're already dealing with it with Stephon Diggs. Do you want to go out and get a guy who had a bigger knee injury and also around the same age? No. He was already declining. Look at 2024. He didn't get 1,000 yards. And in 2025, he only played 4 games, but still not that great. I don't know. This is not the Tyreek Hill of old where he's getting 120 receptions in 23 and 22. It's not the same Tyreek Hill that is going to speed down the field. I just don't think that is a possibility for you. And there's also a possibility that he doesn't even play in 2026. This comes from our favorite guy, Pro Football Doc, which he was vindicated. He did get the Drake May shoulder injury correct, so I respect him a lot more. And he said, with another surgery still ahead, it's unlikely to return this late in the season. Talking about 2026. It's possible he won't even be back until 2027 when he's going to be 20 or he's going to be 33 years old. So, wow, whoa, a little unfocused there. But back into what I was saying. It could be a career-threatening injury. I think Tyreek Hill won't ever, and I mean ever, be the same. I don't think he'll ever be the same. And I'm not willing to deal with the off-the-field antics and try that when you already tried it with Stefon Diggs. Go out and get another wide receiver. Or better yet, if you just want to keep an aging wide receiver with a knee injury, just keep Stefon Diggs. There is no reason to go out and get Tyreek Hill. And man, I am getting unfocused a lot here. Sorry about that. But I'm trading for one wide receiver in particular. And a lot of Patriots fans don't like this. And I'm all in for A.J. Brown. Give me A.J. Brown every day of the week, Sunday through Sunday. I want him on the Patriots. I want to make this happen. Wanted to make it happen. Either way, the Dolphins cleaned house. And that's a division rival. They cut a lot more players that we are not going to get into. They fired their head coach, Mike McDaniel, and they brought in someone new. So no matter what, and they're going to get rid of Tua. Let's make that a fact. The Pats get 2 free wins. That's 2 free wins on the schedule in 2026. And that just helps them go and replicate the success they had last season. And 2 free wins in the AFC East in the division, I'm enjoying that 110%. And it's also, you get to make fun of the Dolphins once again because they still haven't won a playoff game since 2000. So let's make fun of the Dolphins because Miami is an absolute joke. They're cutting everybody. We're enjoying ourselves. And once again, the Patriots are having success and back at the top of the AFC East and also the NFL. So spam F Miami down in the comments section. Make fun of those low-end Dolphins because they'll always be irrelevant. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that sub button. Like I said, 20 days away from free agency. 20 days! It'll be here before you know it. We'll be going live, getting you covered. So hit that sub button right now. And as always, let's go Pats.